Hello. I am wearing headphones for this episode, so I may be speaking either louder or quieter than I normally am. But in this video, I'm going to be tackling things that I consider the auxiliary instruments. I've got a cymbal here and some mallets. I have a tube of salt that'll basically be my shaker. And then I've got a little MIDI keyboard here that I'm going to be using to record some organ pads. So we are almost finished with all of the instruments, and we're ready to record some vocals for next week's video. So I like to save this for last just because this stuff is kind of like the sprinkles on the cupcake. Okay. The cymbal swell will be fun. I may just do one take of a swell. If it turns out pretty well, then I can copy that and move it where I need it to be. The organ is just kind of there to fill up some space, and then we use the shaker. But these 3 tracks I'm making today are to give me some good options while I'm mixing, just to kind of bring them in a little bit. But for the most part, we've got, let me see, let me start my screen recorder here. All right, for the most part, we've got everything instrument-wise, all the difficult stuff's out of the way. We're almost ready to mix, but in this video, we're going to tackle some organ, cymbal swell, and salt shaker. So as always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and let's get rolling into it. So I'm actually going to be using the SM7 to record for this week. I'm actually thinking this will work out pretty well because the shaker and the cymbal are going to be really crispy and high-end. This SM7 with its little pop filter it has. This little cone that goes over the top, as you can tell in my voice maybe, that as I take the cone off, things are a little bit more spicy and high-end. The filter that comes with it, it just helps with the S's and stuff. I think that as I put this on the cymbal, this will also help out. I do not know as I'm recording these if it's going to overload the camera. I apologize for any loud noises. I'll try to manage that in post. But let me set this on the cymbal. I'm going to grab my mallet sticks I have here. These are Zildjian cymbal mallets. Okay, they just have some sort of yarn type material on the end. I'm going to stick this SM7 on the cymbal, and let's do some swells, okay?
Black smoke again. Black smoke against a clear blue sky. I'd never seen my daddy cry. 8 years old when my mama died on a Sunday afternoon. Mama's last words as she held my hand. She said, "Baby girl, God's got a plan, and I'm going home to His promised land, where I'll be clothed in white." And I just stood there as the sands of time ran thin, and I swore I'd never love the God who'd taken my best friend. Daddy made me go to Sunday school. Never knew how he could be so cruel. So I did my best to break every rule till the day I moved away. And I just stared at the bottom of empty bottles and wondered why my life it felt the same. Then one summer day he found my hand. He said, "Baby girl, I've got a plan." In that gentle whisper I almost ran, but instead fell to my knees. And I had peace like no one else could give. And I swore I'd always give my life to Him. Bright sun against a clear blue sky. Been a while since I'd seen my daddy cry. 18 years when I gave him my life on a Sunday afternoon.
All right. Test. Test 1, 2. Okay, a few things. I definitely played a lot more cymbal swells than what will end up on the song. Really, the more cymbal swells I have, the more that I have to choose from. I can go and pick out my favorites. I could do some that were a lot longer, some that were right back to back. As we were going through the song, I took off the clamp that was on top of the cymbal. It was rattling quite a bit. I'm sure I'll be able to hear that in some of the swells. And then also the angle of the cymbal, when it was parallel with the floor, I could definitely hear this like really low end resonance. That it may just be the room, but I think there were definitely, of all the cymbal swells I've got, there are some that are definitely going to be usable. Let's take a listen to some of these. Now, when we get to mixing and stuff, I will be able to kind of round off some of the low end so you don't hear the mallet just smacking on the cymbal. I definitely tell that those are lacking that low end rumble I was talking about. That must have been when definitely a long swell there. Yeah. Okay, so just in context with the ending. All right, fun stuff. Let's just keep those for now. Move on to the shaker. For the shaker, I'm using this sea salt. It was just in our cabinet. It might actually be a good volume. I have to adjust the gain since I'm using this microphone to talk and the cymbal swells, so you'll hear a fluctuation with the sound, but it's pretty close. I need some more. Let's turn it up. Let's try a few passes with the shaker now. Again, this will be something that I can record and mute where I don't need it. Keep it for now.
Black smoke against a clear blue sky. I'd never seen my daddy cry. 8 years old when my mama died on a Sunday afternoon. Mama's last words as she held my hand. She said, "Baby girl, God's got a plan, and I'm going home to His promised land, where I'll be clothed in white." And I just stood there as the sands of time ran thin, and I swore I'd never love the God who'd taken my best friend. Daddy made me go to Sunday school. Never knew how he could be so cruel. So I did my best to break every rule till the day I moved away. And I just stared at the bottom of empty bottles and wondered why my life it felt the same. Then one summer day he found my hand. He said, "Baby girl, I've got a plan." In that gentle whisper I almost ran, but instead fell to my knees. And I had peace like no one else could give. And I swore I'd always give my life to bright sun against a clear blue sky. Been a while since I'd seen my daddy cry. 18 years when I gave him my life on a Sunday afternoon.
Okay, let's take a listen to that.
Daddy made me go to Sunday school. Never knew how he could be. So I did my best to break every rule till the day I moved away. Of empty bottles and wondered why my life.
This may not be a shaker song, so I'm not, unless I'm going to get something drastically different, may not be using that. Let's move on to organ. It's a sound. All right, now with the organ, I actually don't have to use my headphones. Test 1, 2. Testing, test 1, 2. Test, test, test. Test 1, 2. Test, test, test. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Test, test, test. All right, with the organ, I'm using this here M Audio small keyboard. So a couple of octaves, and I've selected, kind of went through and found this from this pack of, I believe this was at a Guitar Center, and it was a CD-ROM, and they were just trying to get rid of it. Basically, this whole thing was like $10, and it came with vintage organs, some elements, 60s drum kit kind of sound, and you've got choices between a, organ B3, a C3. I went with a B3 and changed the amp to be a Leslie open because I really like hearing, see if you like hearing the wobbly. No, maybe not that fast. Let me see if I can slow it down just a little bit. Let's see. What does that do? Not too sure. Okay. Drive settings. Definitely want the rotary to be slow. Let's see if I turn these all the way down. Doesn't seem to be changing it. Maybe there's a tempo. I have not used this a whole lot. Let's see. Mod wheel is the rotary speed. Okay, so as I move that mod wheel up, it's getting... All right, we'll have to play some to find out for sure.
Black smoke against a clear blue sky. I'd never seen my daddy cry. 8 years old when my mama died on a Sunday afternoon. Mama's last words as she held my.
Okay, I need to turn down the track so I can hear more of this here organ. Also, I changed the sustain. Normally, the sustain pedal with an organ will change the speed of like vibrato and how much it's, I don't know what the word is, twirling, but I've changed it so it performs like a keyboard does. So if I hit the sustain pedal, I can hold out the pad. Now I need to find out if we're in the key of C. I basically want to be able to play as minimal amount of changes as this is playing along. So let me try with the intro again. I think I figured out kind of, that was a long playthrough, but kind of going back and forth on what I want to record for this one. I'm going to try and keep it as minimal as I can, because if I miss the chord changes, as much as I can, I want to stay on the same note. Let's take a listen now.
just stood there as the sands of time ran thin. And I swore I'd never love the God who'd taken my best friend.
Okay, actually, I really like doing the, I think I prefer the sound of doing the chord changes with the piano and everything. I'm kind of fighting whether I'm going to do one pass through the whole song while I'm playing the chords. So, yeah. There's a part going into the bridge. I always mess up the chords. So before I do this, let's jump in. Let's try that again. What is it? Oh, piano. See how far we can get with that. Okay. All right, let's do this. One, two, three. I apologize that my keyboard is literally like right here, and I'm just seeing in the video shot that you can't see my fingers at all. But anyway, I assure you I'm playing the organ or a keyboard that's kind of like the organ. But I'm going to duplicate this track, and here's what I'm going to do, because I'm thinking it would be good to have, I want to have some build up, some sort of little pad just before everything starts. I think something kind of something mysterious like that. This is totally just playing around it. Something. I got 2 measures before everything comes in, so let's see. All right, let's shift all that. Does that make sense? Whew. That's weird. Hold on. All right, so if I bounce this to an audio file, what that'll let me do is turn this thing way down, and I want it to start right here. Let's make it fade in. Yeah. Now this will be for mixing. There'll be a little bit more involved here. I can remove this track now. So before our intro to our intro is kind of like this.
Black smoke against a clear blue sky. I'd never seen my daddy cry. 8 years old when my mama died on a Sunday afternoon. Mama's last words as she held my hand. She said, "Baby girl, God's got a plan, and I'm going home to His promised land, where I'll be clothed in white." And I just stood there as the sands of time ran through.
Vocal's kind of loud, but sorry if that's clipping there. But all right, so this video has been very much live, and lots of errors and kind of me working through the process. I didn't plan any of this organ stuff out, especially before we sat down. I don't even know if the shaker stuff is gonna stick. Well, that's not good. Yeah, the shake. All right, so let's go back. So the shaker track got recorded over. So what I need to do, lesson learned, I'm gonna go to the pool over here. I can see this audio file is called Shaker 3. So I'm gonna go back to Shaker 2. This pool on Studio One is basically every audio. Even though it looks like it was recorded over, they usually don't, they don't delete the tracks unless you want them to be deleted. So let's drag this shaker back in. There we go. That looks like a shaker track. All right. Now I'm pretty sure, let's try to line it up again. Something like that.
Black smoke against a clear blue sky. I'd never seen my daddy cry. 8 years old when my mama died on a Sunday afternoon. Mama's last words as she held my hand. She said, "Baby girl, God's got a plan, and I'm going home to His promised land, where I'll be clothed in white." And I just stood there as the sands of time ran through, and I swore I'd never love the God who'd taken my best friend. Daddy made me go to Sunday school. Never knew how he could be so cruel. So I did my best to break every rule till the day I moved away. And I just stared at the bottom of empty bottles and wondered why my life it felt the same. Then one summer day he found my hand. He said,
All right, I definitely like the organ and the swells. The swells are sounding really good. I muted the shaker track. I don't think I'm going to be using the shaker track at all, but it was worth a try. So if I hide this shaker track and Lana's scratch vocal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-ish, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Excuse me. We're looking at around about 18 tracks. So the electric guitar tracks, when I start to mix this song, the first thing I'll do is consolidate all of these. So you won't see bass 1 and bass 2. There will be one bass track. That's why I say we're about 18 tracks total, which is good. This is something that I know with modern music and all that, we could get carried away. We could put 100 tracks on this song if we want to, and there may be a song in the future that we do that. But for this one being very organic, we basically have piano, organ, bass, drums, electric guitars. We got acoustic guitars, the lead vocal, some cymbal swells. We're in a good spot. So literally, you'll be seeing, we've actually recorded Lana's vocal. You can notice that I'll give you a heads up. The first thing I do with mixing, I'll get everything consolidated, but you can see these waveforms that the vocal is extremely dynamic. Some of these waves are this big one right here, and then you've got stuff that's really small. So the first thing I'll do is clean up all these tracks and make it to where I want each word from the vocal to be a consistent volume. And then when I use compression, it won't be so outrageously over compressed sounding. Okay. So you tune in the next 2 weeks. We've got the video with Lana recording the vocals. Pretty much just put the video together to where you see me, the screen, and you see Lana in the living room from beginning to end, the entire vocal session. It's about 20 minutes or so long. And then the video after that, Lana will be showing you her going through and using Melodyne to tune the bass, just a few spots that needed some smudging, and then also how she tunes the vocals. So if you're thinking that it's going to be too much tuned, we're really trying to do kind of like an invisible tuning job. But that's it for all these auxiliary instruments. You at least saw how I would record the shaker. I'm not going to use it on this song, but then the organ sound and the cymbal swells. So I'm ready to mix. So hope you enjoy that. In the finale, I'll kind of break down. I won't go through every step I took on the mix, but you'll be able to hear before and after, all that kind of stuff for this song Sunday afternoon. Thank you for watching. Hey, are my eyes jumping? If yes, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But either way, check back with us next Friday at 3 p.m. for some more content and videos. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.